Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is the SunWoman, and this is the June 2018 reading for the Scorpio collective. Please watch your sun, moon, and rising. If this reading does not resonate with you, then perhaps those will, or even next month's reading. So a few things I just want to say before I put the cards down. There's some specific energy that I'm feeling for Scorpio for the month of June. Right now, you have Jupiter in your sign. Okay, Jupiter is in Scorpio. It has been in Scorpio since October 10th of last year, and it will remain in your sign until November 9th of this year, 2018. So I always tell my clients that when Jupiter is in your sign, this is one of the luckiest years of your life. The seeds that you plant, the opportunities that you take advantage of, the changes that may take place in your life are going to set the stage for growth and for prosperity and for good things coming as the years go by. So you want to make sure to take advantage of that Jupiter energy, while the luck planet, the planet of luck, the beneficent planet, which of course is the largest planet in the solar system, in our solar system, you want to take advantage of maybe being in the right place at the right time, meeting up with people who are going to be very key in your life in the long term. Some of you may meet or unite with your twin soul, your twin flame, okay, your life partner. Sometimes that does happen when Jupiter's in our sign. Jupiter also talks about abundance, so many of you could be setting the stage for financial prosperity and financial growth, new jobs. Jupiter also rules the 9th house, which is that house of higher education and travel. So long distance trips, going back to school, going to get an advanced degree, excuse me, publishing. Some of you may be starting your own YouTube channel, or throwing up a website, or being seen by a mass global audience. If that is the case, then you are setting yourself up for a very positive growth cycle while that planet is in your sign. So make sure that you are planting those seeds, taking advantage of opportunities that come to you, getting outside of your comfort zone this year. Be brave, be bold, think on a big scale, not on a small scale, because everything that Jupiter does is on a big, large scale. You also have the planet Uranus in the sign of Taurus. So Uranus just moved into Taurus, and so this is your opposite sign, okay? So some of you, Uranus is the planet of the unexpected, of shock, of, things happening that you were not planning. Uranus is the planet of revolution. And so some of you, as I said, may be meeting someone who is going to kind of turn your world upside down. With that Jupiter aspect, though, I think that it is going to be a positive situation for you. Some of you may receive some unexpected news or shocking developments through a significant other. And if that is the case, understand that that is something that's going to be for your good, your long-term good, okay? So maybe some of you, may be dissolving a relationship, or someone says that, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, I don't want to be in this marriage. Someone gets up and leaves or moves out. So understand that if these things do develop, they may seem shocking or surprise you at first, but you may want to reflect on the energies that have led up to this point and have a clearer vision of where maybe the unexpected could have been expected on a soul level, okay? That your higher self may have either set up this scenario and on a 5D level, and it's playing out in 3D, which may be a shocking situation, but maybe something that needed to happen for your own good, and that you're kind of shaken out of your complacency in order to move you forward in your on your life path, on that fool's path that we're all on. the Fool being the Fool of the Tarot. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the messages are specifically for June 2016. I'm sorry, 2018. I said 2016 in one of my other readings. I think it was Gemini. So maybe Gemini could be significant for you if you want to take a look at that video as well. And one of my subscribers did call me out on that, and you were right. So I do mean 2018. Let's see what's going on for Jupiter and for the sign of Scorpio. Yeah, I think Jupiter's a big deal for you right now, Scorpio. So let's see how all this energy manifests itself for this month. All right, that's the shuffle. Here is the cut, and let's see. I am using the Starchild Tarot, the Akashic version, for the reading. I'm going to be clarifying with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, as well as the Tarot Everywhere deck. So let's go. Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, so I like to see the Ten of Swords reversed covering. I mean, it's not my favorite card in the deck, of course, but with the Ten of Swords reversed, it tells me that you are dropping these swords. You're dropping this energy of maybe struggle, of difficulty, of maybe some past betrayals that you're dealing with, or a past heartache. The Ten of Swords, you know, in this deck, it's like a cycle. It's like a repetitive pattern of struggle. So going through the same thing over and over with the same person, you know, dealing with the same behavior, or dealing with people who are coming into your life who have the same energy. Okay, some of you may be dealing with narcissists and finding that you're having these recurring relationships with people who are kind of the same energy. But what I feel is with the Ten of Swords reversed, this energy is falling away from you. You are pulling yourself out of this. You're releasing these swords and you're breaking free of this pattern. So this is a good thing. And with Jupiter in your sign, you have all the power of that planet of luck behind you. The Hierophant reversed, so it's crossing you. So yes, this may be a long-term relationship that you are breaking free from, that has been an obstacle for you, that you've stayed in, maybe for security, maybe in order to put up a front for society, for your family, for your friends, but now that situation needs to dissolve, and so that's why this is crossing you, the Hierophant. This also could indicate, you know, this is not just, the Hierophant is not just marriages. It could represent contracts that you've been in. So if this is not a love situation for you, it could represent you breaking yourself free from a contract that had you really, you know, bound and gagged. The Two of Crystals is at the heart of the reading here. We have the Five of Crystals, and crystals in this deck are pentacles. So Five of Crystals in the recent past. It could be financial struggle, dealing with this situation or this person. The Four of Swords reversed is crowning. The Chariot. This everybody is my favorite card in this Akashic deck. Because look at that, it just speaks for itself. You know, this is a stallion, a unicorn, who is just breaking free and running, you know, through the desert there, unchained, unbound, unhindered. Okay, Chariot is a victory card. So some of you may be feeling victorious in the middle of June. Some development may happen that frees you to move forward and to leap forward along your journey. Okay. The Three of Cups is here in what your perception is of this situation, what your thought process is about this situation. The Five of Swords is the area of ruling other people, external influences. So again, Ten of Swords here, Five of Swords. You know, you may be feeling that someone has tried to defeat you or take advantage of you or betray you, or, you know, there has been some kind of struggle. There may be arguing. There may have been some very damaging conversations or damaging verbal conflict that's gone on, and you are trying to free yourself from that particular energy. In your hopes and fears areas, the Four of Wands, I feel like some of you may be hoping to move house, to get out from under this, whatever the situation is. And in the outcome, we have the Lovers, and Lovers for me, let me just move this a little bit more because I like to put out 3 cards for the conclusion here, the projected outcome. We have the Lovers, we have the 7 of Swords, and we have the 8 of Swords reversed. All right. Okay, and at the base of the reading, wow, at the base of the deck, we have the 3 of Swords. So yeah, you know, this is one, you know, the dominant suit here is Swords. You have the 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 7, 8, and 5 of Swords, and 3 of Swords. So now, Swords represent struggle. They do represent struggle. However, they also represent communication. They represent the thought process of contemplating or being so focused on what your situations, what your difficulties are, what your struggles are, and the thought process that goes into how do I fix this? How do I release myself from this? How do I figure this out and allow myself to cut myself free? You know, that's what swords do. They have a double edge. So one edge of the sword is the negative, the other edge of the sword is the positive. Swords can wound, swords can injure, swords can kill, but swords can also free you from whatever situation that you are dealing with in order for you to be able to move forward and to let go of whatever may be wounding you, injuring you, attacking you, okay? With the swords, you could be under attack, but you also have the tool to attack back, whether that is through your actions, through elevating yourself out of a negative situation, or through actually confronting someone and, you know, figuring out that if someone is bullying you, usually a bully will fall back if they are shown a sign of strength or a show of strength. Okay, so having to know the animal that you're dealing with is very important here as well. But let's just go through the cards here a little bit more. And you know what, before I do that, let me pull a card from, oh, this is interesting. So the top card, the 3 of Swords, wow. The 3 of Swords card just jumped off this deck, and underneath the deck, underneath the 3 of Swords is transformation, which is the Death card, which is major change. Okay, the ending of something and the beginning of something new, the ending of a cycle, the ending of a phase of your life, and the beginning of a new one. Now, I have to recognize this, and I'm not going to put too much focus on this, but this also could be a very important factor for many of you. With Jupiter in Scorpio, Scorpio, as you know, is the sign of death and also regeneration. So in the lives of every Scorpio, okay, there is or will be an ending or an actual physical death, okay, of someone who has had a major influence in your life. Now, this could be, now I'm not forecasting death here. This is not what I'm doing, and I'm not saying that there will be a death in the month of June. But what I'm saying here is that there could be the passing of someone, or there could have recently been the passing of someone who has had a tremendous, and this situation has had a tremendous influence on you, on your life, on an emotional level, spiritual level, practical level as well, okay? And with Jupiter in Scorpio, however, what I want you to understand, that if someone does leave your life in whatever way, whether they move away, whether they end a relationship, whether they pass on, ultimately, this is going to bring some kind of blessing to you. Some of you may be receiving inheritances. Okay, some of this, for some of you, this may be something that is out of the blue, completely unexpected. You did not know that you were receiving anything from this person, and you could receive information that you've been left a sum of money or property or something of value that is going to be a blessing to you, be of a supportive nature to you. Okay, so I'm just putting that out there because the transformation, the death card, did make itself known here in this reading. And of course, I read signs and I have to recognize, especially with Jupiter in Scorpio, that that could be a significant development for you. Okay, let me pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. You know, this one is peeking through. It's the one on the... Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's some mind-blowing situation going on here for you right now, Scorpio, because here we are, regeneration. Okay, so transformation was in this deck, made itself visible to you, and now you have regeneration, which in this oracle deck talks about the death of one situation and the regeneration of your life to move on to something new. Okay, something ending so that newness, a new life can begin. Okay, I'm not going to go on any more about this because I feel that, you know, my Scorpios, you are extremely intuitive, you're extremely psychic, you're extremely sensitive. You have the message here that is trying to be communicated here to you. Okay, major endings, a major change, major transformation, and major regeneration. And this could be the theme of June for you. All right, so let's just leave that there. So specifically, what I love about this reading, and I'm going to go back to the Chariot here, is that whatever this is that does take place is going to free you and is going to help you be triumphant. It's going to help you regain control of your life, which I feel that many of you have felt that your life was out of control. Okay? Now, we have the Five of Pentacles here in the recent past. So as I mentioned here, there could have been financial struggle, or a feeling of maybe even abandonment, or a feeling of being orphaned, or you know, some kind of instability going on where your finances or your sense of stability in your life are concerned. Okay, foundation shaking, money coming in but going all the way out. And I'm telling you right now that you are going to set yourself up for an increase, a financial increase, which I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So don't worry about money. When Jupiter's in your sign, the universe has your back. Okay, and as I mentioned, money could come to you from unexpected sources, maybe from an inheritance, maybe from someone who is still living, of course, and who may say, listen, I want you to have this before I pass on. I know that you have been struggling. I don't want to wait until, you know, I'm here. I'm no longer here for you to be blessed and to bless you. So let me help you out in this situation as well. Okay. The Four of Swords here, which is the crowning energy, which is the, you know, the best energy that we're getting here, if nothing else changes, is that some of you could really be detaching yourself. And when the Four of Swords is right side up, it's recovery. It's, you know, it is regaining your energies. It is spending time alone, refocusing yourself, meditating. But when the Four of Swords is reversed, I feel that there is an extremism in that. So many of my Scorpios, you know, when you feel wounded or when you feel your energies depleted, you will go within yourself. You will go back into your cave. You will go back into your safe place, your safe haven. All right, and you will completely shut yourself off from the rest of the world. I don't want you to do that. I want you to recover, but I don't want you to completely cut the rest of the world out, because what I feel will happen is you might not get that phone call. You might not return that message to someone who could be there trying to pull you out of whatever this energy is of difficulty that you've experienced. Accept help this month. Accept a leg up. Accept it is often hard because you have extremely strong pride. It's hard for you to accept help, but I'm asking you to allow that to manifest in your life. Don't cut yourself completely off from the rest of the world. The Two of Crystals is here, so I feel that there's a lot of juggling on it, and especially where you need to take decisive action, you may be weighing two situations. You could also be, let me look at this for a minute. Some of you, I feel, have the opportunity to do two jobs, or to have two separate sources of income. So for some of you, I'm getting support. Could be alimony, could be spousal support. Whatever it is, I do feel that it is, some of you, I feel, are getting money through property that you share with someone. And with the Three of Cups here, that could be very good news. I think you may be anticipating, celebrating this money that you are hoping that's going to come through, and I think it may by mid-June. Okay? Cooperation, you know, some cooperation here. Now, some of you also could be juggling two people. There may be a three-party triangular situation going on here that has been the source of extreme stress and heartache for you. For some of my Scorpios, I feel that you may be married, or you may be in a long-term relationship, and you are needing to choose between staying where you are or a new person in your life. Because the Hierophant is crossing. So I feel that for many of you, this Hierophant is an obstacle to you. This long-term contractual relationship could be an obstacle you feel to your happiness. And again, with the Three of Swords here, the Two of Crystals, and the Three of Cups, definitely I feel that there may be three people here, and that one of these relationships is coming to an end. Also, for some of you, it may be a married partner who is the source, who's been the source of stress, and you have been feeling recently that you may have been abandoned by this person or left out in the cold by this person. And Five of Swords and Five of Crystals, it may be that this person was helping you financially and they stopped, or one of the people that you're dealing with stopped helping you financially. But whatever is going on, I do feel that you're going to rise above this by mid-month, okay? And that there is going to be something for you to celebrate. I'm going to go back to that Three of Cups because something is coming up here for me with the Three of Cups. By the full moon in June, I do feel that you are going to have some kind of closure and a happy event. I just want to take a look at here. Let me see, June full moon. Give me one moment while I just check this, because I think that this is significant. Okay, so the full moon is going to take place on June 28th. So by June 28th, I do feel that there's going to be something to celebrate, and there is a financial aspect to it that's going to help you get out from under this Three of Swords energy, Ten of Swords energy. Whoever this is that you're dealing with that has perhaps betrayed you or cheated you, that's the word I'm looking for. So someone has cheated you, whether it's an emotional situation or whether it is, and this is could have been something that has been going on and on. So someone who cheated over and over again, and you kind of knew about it, but you kept accepting this person. You felt betrayed, but you didn't want to let go of this contract, you know, like this soul contract with that person. But I think that everything is out in the open about this person or what they may have done to you. And you have kind of resigned yourself at that that's what this person is. All right. They have, you know, that's their energy. And you no longer need to be affected by that or under that energy. It is really, really interesting to me. I'm looking around here and I don't see any court cards. No court cards here. The only card here that really specifically is representing someone else for me is in the external energy. All right, so that other person that could be affecting you is being represented as the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a cheater and a liar, and it takes advantage of situations. Okay, so I really feel that now you are coming up, you're recuperating. You're isolating yourself, which I don't want you to do, as I said. But one of the main things here that I mentioned when I laid the cards down is that some of you are looking to move. Some of you may be trying to get a new apartment, a new place, leave this domestic situation that you may be in with this person, hoping to move in with someone else, or no, I don't think it's with someone else. I think that some of you just want to have your own space right now to lick your wounds and to heal. And that is something that you're hoping for. Some of you, this may happen for you by that full moon on the 28th. You may find a place or have the resources that you need in order to get out from under what you're experiencing here. In the outcome, so, you know, we're talking about June 28th being the full moon, and, you know, at that point we are at the end of June. And for you, with the possible outcome here, the cards we have are the Lovers, the Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Swords reversed. So, yes, I do feel that you are going to come to the conclusion about someone and make a final decision. So the first scenario is that you're no longer going to accept someone who has been sneaking away from you or sneaking around behind your back, and you're going to finally free yourself from that prison that you've been in. It's a very empowering month. Very empowering month for you, Scorpio. The other situation is that I'm looking here. With the Lovers here and the Seven of Swords, some of you may finally receive proof or confirmation that the person that you're dealing with has been cheating on you or sneaking behind your back, and you are going to finally make that cut and release yourself from all of the strain and the heartache that you've been experiencing, because for many of you it could have been that you suspected something but you never had the actual proof, and you didn't want to break up a long-term relationship without the actual physical proof. But I do feel that by the end of the month, this, if it's an external relationship from your partner, you will finally know who they're dealing with. You will know about the relationship. You will have proof, and you'll have reason to now extricate yourself from that. And again, regeneration, something is ending and you are being allowed now to move on. A new life, okay? New life is the theme here for you, Scorpio. New beginnings, new life, transformation, regeneration, the death of something old to allow a new beginning here for you. And again, this Chariot card is just really, the Chariot card for me is just, it's like canceling out all of the swords. This Chariot for me is neutralizing all of the swords here, because it's such a powerful card, and it is such a card of victory for me. And there is a new moon on June 13th, so this could be happening right around that new moon time, when you are, again, making that decision to completely break free, okay? Or something happens that frees you. Let me just throw 3 cards here. I don't know if I want to do it on the Chariot or if I want to do it on, yeah, the Chariot is self-explanatory. I want to know a little bit more about this outcome. What is the outcome? The 7 of Swords, the 10 of Cups. Okay, so someone sneaking out of a relationship, a married person who has been cheating. Okay. The Page of Swords could be a air sign, so Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. The Page of Swords also represents news or information that that comes in that that was a secret, or you find something. You may not be looking for something, but you do find something that gives you the evidence that you need. Someone could be spying, or you could be spying on someone, or someone else could be spying, but that is going to bring out whatever secrets are in the open about a long-term relationship, a family situation, or a marriage. And the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. There you go. A new beginning that is tangible. Okay, a fresh start on life. Ace of Pentacles for me is definitely an earth, practical, something that you can hold on to. Okay, so some of you, this could be a job offer. This could be financial support. As I said, spousal support. That could be as a result of what you find out here. But whatever it is a blessing to you. So don't worry about any financial difficulties that you've experienced, because I feel that the universe has your back and is bringing this pentacle to you out of the sky to help support your moves and to support this new beginning that you're moving toward. All right, my Scorpios. So, wow, this is a heavy reading, but ultimately a victorious reading. So I hope that this has been helpful to you if this is your situation. I thank you for watching, and if you would like a private reading for your own personal situation, please contact me. As always, I wish you love, peace, and joy, and I bid you namaste.